Hello, everyone. President of the people here, Grover Cleveland, to welcome you to a brand new episode of Ink the Book Show. Be sure to like, to share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hey everybody, remember Captain Ryan? It's been almost a month since I've streamed. That's how bloody busy I've been. I'm going to set this stuff up real quick. Get some stinking music on in the background. Let's see. We like this guy. I don't hear it. I don't hear it, do you? It'll happen. Anyway, so I've been drawing. I've been coloring Bonehead behind the scenes, and ooh, there it is. And I've been coloring my Bonehead book. I'm almost 40 pages in. Like done, lettered, inked, colored, final page, as far as I'm aware. But in the meantime, I've been writing and drawing comics about my sketchbook characters, just the random sketchbook stuff. Like if you've never seen the kind of stuff I do around here, I just draw whatever pops into my head. Here's a turkey crossing guard. Whoever heard of such a thing? What else do we got? I got this kind of sea cat. Oh, look, he's dressed like me. We got a bellhop, some kind of two-headed guy. Let's see, anything good in here? Oh, here's a watercolor painting. A kid losing his head. But I do a lot of like random characters, and I was gonna start writing some little comics about the random characters, and then just put them together quick and easy. And usually I use big artboards, like when I was inking Bonehead. I've been my mom gave me these no-name brand. There's no like guidelines on these comic pages. They're just like little boards, little board paper. I've got 100 sheets, so I was like, why don't I do that? It'll be real easy. Possibly. I don't know. I'm not Mr. King Great streamer, but so I've been making little comics, and I'm gonna finish inking this today on stream, live, on stage, in front of people. Guys, my best friend is getting married right now. So that's interesting. They're getting married privately. Um, betwixt the two of them, and just got, oh boy, they've got a photographer present. That's about it. But then tomorrow they're having a big celebration. We just did a. I had been planning a bachelor party, and dropped a ton of money on that. But we did this like battle house. What do you call it? It's like they were like war games, but it was laser tag. And then we did. We went to this cool restaurant. Then we came back here, had some stogies, had some beers. All my best friends. Okay, so all my best friends, besides the groom, they've all moved way away from me, and so we barely ever see them anymore. But they're all in town together right now. So tomorrow, so the bachelor party was most of our best friends living far away, and tomorrow at the wedding, we'll have them all in one place. It's gonna be wonderful. Oh look, I got this for all the folks at the bachelor party. I got glass etched coasters with their names on them. And then I got my buddy who's getting married. I got him some customized beer labels, and a 6-pack carrier with that's also customized. And then yeah, that's what I give everybody at the bachelor party. And let's see. Oh, I have about so I'm wearing this captain's hat. I'm sitting on about 20 of these. I gotta get rid of them. Oh, and then tonight I'm going to a comedy show. Jeez, I almost forgot about it. Trying to set up this show. I haven't set up a show in so long, a stream in so long, that I was like barely remembering how to do it. I almost did a stream yesterday, but I was taking too long to set it up, and then one of my friends from out of town wanted to go to dinner. So I joined her for dinner. I was about to like start the stream, and she's like, "How does this place sound?" I was like, "Sounds great." She goes, and I said, "When did you want to meet up?" She's like, "Oh, like in half an hour." And I was like, "Oh, it's half an hour away. I'll leave." What else is going? What else has been going on? Something. I don't know. All I know is June is way too busy. So comedy show tonight for my brother's birthday, which is actually tomorrow / my friend's wedding party. Then the 12th is my dad's birthday, and the 14th is my nephew's birthday. We had a party, and then my sister's having an engagement party later in the month. And yikes. It's an expensive month, I'll tell you that. And now I'm out of stuff to say. So I inked this yesterday, but I didn't do all the like dark black shadow parts because I didn't have the pen on hand. Oh, I think I was gonna finish it on stream yesterday. That's what I was gonna do. And then the rug got pulled out from under me. Stupid. This camera keeps bugging out. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if that's appearing to. I don't know if that's going to be the way the stream appears, what I'm seeing. But I don't like it. So this is a Pentel pocket brush pen. Or otherwise known as whatever that symbol is. I think it's called a Fude. But you can get these on Amazon. I have 2 of them, and you can get a wide range of lines with this pen, but I always just use it for my big black areas. Oh, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to do this side of the line. I can fix it. That's the thing with making stuff. It's the thing that would stop me from making stuff all the time, that I was too afraid of making mistakes. And then I just had to like trick myself being comfortable with making mistakes. Like not be so precious about it. Because there's ways you can fix stuff, you know? Now, you can already see if you look close, I've got whiteout all over this stinking page already. I use this Presto Jumbo Correction pen, also from Pentel. That's my hero. It's a little blotchy. It's hard to get a fine line, so sometimes I use these Jelly Roll pens by Sakura. Yeah. So how do you like that? You know where I got all my a lot of my tool recommendations from MrJakeParker.com, I believe is Jake Parker's website. That's the what does he even do? I don't know if he's got comics out there. I like his artwork. He's the guy who created Inktober, the original Inktober. So I always do his prompts every October, the past few years. Okay, let's fix that. That ought to be dry, right? So these Sakura pens I'm not so wild about all the time. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll do it. Clean that up. I want to get back to regular streaming. I was doing it every day or very close to every day for a while. And since like April, I've been like really falling off the wagon. So, but with all this stuff going on, I don't know exactly if I'll be able to do a daily stream this month, but whenever I can, I'm going to be trying to stream whatever it is I'm working on. Like if it's sketchbook drawings, it's just random stuff. Or I'll be working on maybe more of these kinds of comics, these short form comics. Or maybe coloring Bonehead. Just bounce back and forth. Whatever it is I feel like broadcasting my work on. I inked the whole 250-page Bonehead comic on my streams. So those are all archived on my YouTube channel. My friend was asking me yesterday, she's like, how many hours of inking that book did you do on your streams? Like how many hours of Bonehead inking is there on your YouTube channel? And I was thinking about it. I was like 250 pages. Most of them, most pages took at least 2 hours to ink. It was like about an average of 2 hours. So let's see, 250 times 2, at least 500 hours. Easy. Because some of them took way longer, some of them not very long, but at least 500 hours of me inking that book. I was telling her, I was thinking about it one day that how long I spend on any given page from start to finish, like color, lettered, inked, drawing, sketching, thumbnails. Like once I get through all those phases on any given page, I've probably worked on it for 10 hours. So let's do that math real quick. I'm just curious. So by the time I finish the book, I'll at least have put in, I'd say, why I don't have to do that math. It's 247 add a 0. 2,470 hours? What the what? How many days is that? Let's do that math. When I say 204 divided by 24 hours is 102 days of work. Is that right? Did I math that correctly? I'm an art student. And I was a poor one at that. So my math could be cattywampus. Is that the colorful word I was looking for? Welcome to the Ryan Googles stuff show, or checks his phone show. Yeah, cattywampus. Here, look. Let's look. So what's going on in the world? I'm waiting on some vinyl, some records. I've got my favorite band, They Might Be Giants, just released their album The Spine from 2003 on vinyl for the first time. And I'm excited because I love that album. I love the packaging. I love everything about that album. The sequence, the song sequencing, I just think very well put together album and package. And so I'm excited to get it on vinyl. And then I also they just released their album from 1999, Long Tall Weekend, which was only ever available as a digital album. It was in 1999. It was the most downloaded album in the world, I think. It was also the first full-length album to be released as an MP3 only release. Mr. They Might Be Giants. But now, for the first time, they're giving it a physical commercial release on vinyl. I'm waiting for that. And I'm really excited because it's been remastered. I think it was kind of a hastily put together project for them. And so I'm excited to hear it remastered, but also the artist who did the artwork, Michael Cooperman, he redid the artwork. So and the cover looks it's very faithful to the original, but it's colored differently and it is slicker art. And I can't wait to see the rest of it. I think this one's good. I think I need to do something here. Yeah. So I'm waiting on that. What else? I have other stuff going on that I'm thinking about. Music. Got a lot of music on my mind right now. So my brother was playing some song by my brother Liam. He was playing some song by this band called Bleached. I think it was called Next Stop. And that got me to check out their album on Spotify. And I thought they were pretty good. Well, I felt like maybe the album was a little samey, but I still liked it. But then after that, it just kind of auto ran into the next artist. It started playing recommended stuff. and it played this song called "I Got the Moves" by this band called Habibi, Habibi, and I was like, I gotta check out that band right now. And then I checked out that album that song is on, and I love that band, Habibi. If they come to Chicago, I gotta see them. Very summery, very '60s sounding, but it's they've got 2 albums out since 2014, and I love it. I'm excited about those guys. Also, my dad wants to go see the Violent Femmes again when they come to Chicago. I think next month. I'll see a Violent Femme. I'll see a Violent Femme. I love the Violent Femmes. I love Gordon Gaynor. What else? There's a new Blink-182 album coming out. I'm excited for it. I was always a big Blink-182 fan. Wasn't so thrilled with the Neighborhoods album when it came out. That was like their first album back together after being kind of on a hiatus for a long time. And then I wasn't wild about that when it came out. And now I love it. Now I've been listening to it because my brother Liam was always really into that one. And I took him to see Blink-182 when that, like, right before that album came out on the tour that was kind of supporting that album. And so we saw them live, and he was way more into that album than I was, but I've gotten into it lately. I can listen to that album. And then they kind of fell apart again, and Tom DeLonge left the band, and they replaced him with Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio. And I can't really get too into their 2 albums with Matt Skiba called California and 9. Not on board with those ones so far. There's some good stuff on them, but I'm not crazy about them, the albums. More so California. I can get a little more into that one. 9 I was not wild about what I was hearing. And then, but the new, what do you call it? The new single, Edging, sounds great to me. It's just what you want to hear from Blink-182, I feel like. It's the kind of music, like it's a lot funner. I don't know. It hit the spot for me, and the music video I really liked. I usually was never too crazy about their music videos, like back in the day. But then Liam was telling me they're gonna be putting out a new single every month until the album comes out in, I don't know, maybe September or something like that. I forget. Which, that seems to be the new model for releasing an album, and it kind of bugs me. Like, They Might Be Giants did on their last album. They released like a new single every month. And then by the time the album came out, you'd heard half of it. So you could just tame yourself and not listen to them. until the album's out. But I'm a weak man. But yeah, Mike Doty, his Ghost of Vroom, they're releasing their second album, 3. Ghost of Vroom 3 is coming out. It's their third release. But yeah, he's doing the same thing so far. He's released 2 tracks from it, which I love. Pay the Man and Still Getting It Done. Did I run out of things? Oh, Clone High's back on the air. On the HBO Max. I was excited about it. I watched the first 2. They're releasing 2 episodes a week. The first 4 I was fine. The 2 most recent one, I mean, it's not the same. It's just not the same as in 2002. But you know, that's fine. So I was on board for the first 4 episodes. The last 2 that came on Thursday, I was kind of bugged by it. It was like, I felt like they were like, first of all, they weren't very funny, and then on top of that, I felt like they were like picking on their audience too much. They had songs, and the songs were not like funny or memorable or but you know what else? You know what else just came back? Always Sunny. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I think my prediction on that was right. Them doing the podcast where they watch and talk about the episodes. I was like, I think that's going to make this season the best one they've had in a few years. Because I felt like they were getting a little off their game the past few seasons. Like I liked the last season where they go to Ireland for the whole season, but even that season felt a little off to me. The 2 episodes that I watched last night, from the first 2 from this current season, they were killers. I loved them. They were hysterical. What is it? There's the gang gets inflated or something. It is what it's called. It's about inflation, and then Mac and Dennis start buying all this inflatable furniture, and also Mac's face gets all inflated from eating nuts that he's allergic to. And then what else? There's other stuff that happens in that episode too, but then the second episode was what happens? Frank shoots every member of the gang. They're trying to get him to give up his gun that he's always whipping out and brandishing around in restaurants and stuff. Because he accidentally shoots Dee and Dennis in the face. They were good. They were good episodes. I was very happy with them. But yeah, I think that podcast that they started doing right before they started writing this season, I think that really helped them kind of return to form there. So when I was inking Bonehead, I was using ink and brush, right? I was using Speedball ink, like this big old bottle. This easily, I could have done the whole 250-page book. This is a 32-ounce bottle. I bought 2 of these. I'm just gonna be sitting on ink for the rest of my life. And then, because this bottle is still mostly full. And then I was just using Winsor & Newton Series 7 brushes. I know Doug TeNapel uses them, and I know he uses them because Bill Watterson, who did Calvin and Hobbes, used them. And I've heard of other artists using Winsor & Newton. So I go for that. But this, I'm just using, they're like, I like the, what do you call it, the Copic multi-liner pens. I think this one's trashed. No, I could probably use that. I like the Copic, but I have a bunch of knockoff brands. This is Superior. I don't know if it's superior to the Copic multi-liner. And I have different ones too. Some say SP, some don't. But as long as it's a multi-liner. I think the ink is a little more resilient when I erase. So I'll use this. Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't using this to begin with. The 2 pages that I inked yesterday, I used this Superior brand, which I'm not so sure it is. Superior. In this scenario, for my purposes. So this is a comic I just wrote a script for, just to like grab random characters from my sketchbook and just do something with them. And I feel like it turned out pretty funny. I was thinking maybe once, like what I really want to do with it is just get a bunch of these little comics made and combine them into a little book. But I was thinking I might, if I get enough of these together, I can, before I make a book, I can release them on like a Patreon or something. And I'll have like bonus or like little comics. every week or something. I don't know. That's an idea I've been thinking about. Pen on a chain. We're at a bank. Phones on a table here, as one would find in a bank. Don't believe me? Go into the bank sometime. You may find some forms and pens on chains. Let's see, what in the world is the time that it is? 2:13. Okay. I just remembered I'm doing laundry in the background of my life, and I also have a comedy show to go to. Oh, and my brother just texted me to come over whenever. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up soon. How long have I been going? Half an hour. I'll go. I'll ink the rest of this. I'll ink the rest of this. I got time. I start gabbing and it slows me down. This man is a cardboard box. He's carrying a pistol. Which was the original drawing. Here, I have it in my recent photos for reference. The original drawings. Let me see if I can find them. So I was just trying to do something with this character. There he is. And this character. Just lump them together. So I made this 4-page story. Why those two? I don't know. But I've got other stuff I'm kind of cooking up to, other little comics, including one that's inspired by Dr. Seuss. It's like a Dr. Seuss type 4-page story. That I'm writing. That'll probably be the next one I do. It's the next most ready one. Let's see, this drawing's a little sloppy, so I'm trying to figure out what I was trying to do here. The barrel. There's this zigzaggy part. Here's the, not trigger, what is that thing called? Arms crossed. Got to figure out how to get this guy folding his arms across his chest while holding a gun. Also, he's a box, so this drawing really confounded me. I won't spoil any of the dialogue, but I just want you to know that this box character in my head, when I read the script, he sounds like the comedian Todd Barry. Hey man, I don't know. Look up Todd Barry. I haven't actually watched his comedy, but I used to see him on that Louis C.K. sitcom, Louis. And I hear, he's done voices on Aqua Teen Hunger Force and stuff. He's around, but I'm pretty sure he's screamingly funny too. But I've never actually checked out his stand-up. Speaking of screamingly funny, people who know me might know that I'm really into the Goosebumps books from the 90s. I bought a book of like all the covers. I've got Tim Jacobus, the artist who did the all the cover art. I got his autograph. I've got a poster in the background. You might have seen the Say Cheese and Die poster in the background at the start of the broadcast. I found this Instagram account called Fake Goosebumps, and I love them. I am in love with that account. Let me see if I can look at my phone again on camera. Let's see. Fake Goosebumps. Let's just look at some recent ones. Viking on the playground. It'll be worse than a wedgie. So these are AI. I think it's AI generated art, I believe. And then they just use the title that they come up with. Pandemic. Beware of the cookware. But they look like real Goosebumps. For the most part, they look like real Goosebumps to me. It's so cool. Sometimes evil smells. The cabbage that ate brains. Beverly Hills Cop 2. Meat Case. The Salem Witch Trials. Those witches should be wearing Converse shoes. Fright House. Some of these look so much like Goosebump covers to me. That crock pot wasn't on. That meat is ruined. How I Became a Sledgehammer. The story's a real whammy. And it says, anybody got a name suggestion for this unofficial mascot of Fake Goosebumps? Fondoom. Take a dip and die. The dog next door is an asshole. Why don't they ever bring him inside? Some of them are like really cool. Some of them are really like it's so stupid, it's hysterical. I can't tell if I inked these legs here. I don't think I did. You know what? I need an eraser. See? The ink came up. It might be this paper. It's not holding the ink very well. But you're always going to get a little bit of that ink lifting up when you erase. Let me see. I think I want to do something different with the legs anyway. Yeah, I like that better. Oh, screen. All right. And then I was originally planning on coloring this with my markers, which, you know, Bonehead is colored in Photoshop. I think just for the sake of speed, I'm going to color it in Photoshop. This one. I think these one-off comics, I'm going to try different mediums. Like I might do watercolor for some of them. But part of the idea is to just crank this stuff out. So I want to have a bunch of little comics to share. I like this logo for this fly guy. It's basically just 3 circles, but it's a little fly. Okay. Another reason for bringing it into Photoshop will be I might need to scale some of these, the inside of some of these panels down. I feel like I didn't leave enough room for dialogue in some cases, but I might have fixed it. I might have fixed any problems I have, I'm not sure. I don't think I see any panels that look like they're going to give me trouble. At least on the 2 pages I'm looking at right now. You. Okay. Now this one. All right. That's a gun, I think. That's my impression of a gun. Shoulders? I keep trying to get more of this tea out of this mug, but there isn't any to be had. 'Tis an empty mug now. I can't accept the truth. It's gone, Ryan. It's gone. Right. Fox. He's like people, only more so. There's a so I think there were 2 times they did a Berenstain Bears cartoon show, and the theme song had a line where it says, "They're just like people, only more so." I played it for my dad. I was like, "What the heck is that supposed to mean?" And he started cracking up hysterically. And he's like, "They're gods." The Berenstain Bears are gods. Look it up. It's the second series that they did. You know, I have a Berenstain Bears theme song that I wrote that's on my YouTube channel. Just I want to get it set to music, but it's just me singing it. I made it up in my car one day when I was driving around. I could sing it now. Hi, we put the Berenstain in Berenstain Bears. We're the Berenstain Bears. Oh yeah. We've got Mama, Papa, Brother, Sister, and Honey Bear, and that's all there is to share. So grab yourself a chair and put your butt there, 'cause it's time for the Berenstain Bears. Pretty good, right? I don't know why I wrote a Berenstain Bears theme, but I like it. I also wrote a Fancy Feast jingle for no good reason. Let me see. Fancy Feast. The only kind of feast I like is Fancy Feast. I'd never be invited to a fancy feast, so the fancy feast comes to me. Meow. I don't know, man. It's what my idle mind does. That's where the door splits. No, what do you call it? Baseboard? No, whatever. All right. Then we got a box here. Boxman. Billy Boxman. I don't know what his name is. Charlie Larson. Your name is Charlie Larson? Yeah. Why can't it be Charlie Larson? It's what my parents named me. I thought it'd be like Boxy McDougal or something. Why would my parents name me Boxy McDougal? Their last name is Larson. But you're a box. My parents know I'm a box. They're boxes. Their parents were boxes. I come from a long line of boxes. You want us all to be named Boxy? Last gun in this comic. This panel's probably some kind of spoiler, but I don't think it's dreadfully spoilery. Spinning newspaper. Though I couldn't make it spin. Okay. I don't know where I got the name The Daily Bystander. It just popped into my head, and it sounds like a perfect fake newspaper name. I'm also trying to write in this ye old newspaper font, but I was kind of lazy about it. Like the Chicago Tribune, or the Daily Herald, or the not Chicago paper that's out there. My tummy's grumbling. The Daily Bystander. Oh, by the way, So I for this video, for this stream, I put what I was doing as the title, because I knew that it probably wasn't doing me any favors to just come up with creative titles for all my streams. Like, I just kept coming up with titles, so I would just call whatever I had that kind of went with the artwork. But then one day I was trying to find a specific stream to like look something up that I had done, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, man, this really stinks that I don't kind of give them appropriate titles to the content of the video at all. So I was like, I really should start doing that. So I gave it the more even the goofier title I put in the artwork is kind of more relevant, but I'll probably just put my creative title in the artwork and then put like a description of what I'm working on in the YouTube title or the Twitch title anymore. It's probably a better way to work, right? I've gotten advice from so many anonymous people in the past too, telling me the same thing, like I should be doing stuff like that. Yeah. I couldn't come up with a funnier headline than this, but that's okay. I'm committing it. I'm committing it to ink. Time? It's 2:45. So I was saying these pages that I got from my mom for Christmas or something. I got 100 of these tiny little pages. I don't even know what size they are. They're not like, when I looked at the package, I just know it was like no standard size that I'd ever heard of. It has markings like my Canson artboard pages, which I use to make my panels on those. But this one's just a blank, like thick board, weird size. So I was just doing what, half an. Let me take a look. I always do like a 2 millimeter. It's not even millimeters because it's inches. It's what, 2/16 of an inch for my gutters. And I do, on this comic, I did a 1/4 of an inch on the sides and half an inch on the top and bottom. I think I started it further in. I think I did half an inch all around originally on the first page, and it was just too dang cramped because these pages are so small. I'm used to working 11 by 17 at this point. So I made it wider. It was just when I was like, I don't even see my thumbnails around here, but I do thumbnails for my comics on 3x5 note cards, and then I scan them in, and then I blow them up to the size, roughly the size I need, and print it out. I blow them up in Photoshop and then print them out, and then I essentially trace it onto the paper, trace all the panels onto the paper, cleaning it up as I go, making it neater. That's my little process. I've got a little light board. These are like $20 on Amazon. I got one that lasted me like maybe a couple months, and then that one died on me for some reason, and then I got this one. I've had it ever since. So, you know, I don't know. They don't get a ton of views. Maybe more so when I was doing Bonehead, because that's a lot of pages. But his disgraced picture on the paper. You don't look at me. Wings. The ink. patrons. Run once. Beloved hero out of town. The Daily Bystander. I love that name, that newspaper name. Extra, read all about it. Hey, there's nothing about the B-sharps in here. Hello, human fly here. Wow, that was more apt than I thought. Oh, I thought I was done, but I'm not. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? More big black spots. So these pens, these what do you call them? What did I say they were called? Pentel pocket brush pens. I also buy the refills on Amazon. I buy like 12 at a time. Man, my stomach's really grumbling. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I buy the refills 12 at a time. And they're just like little cartridges, little, I don't know. This thing pops out. I'm not gonna pop it out because then ink will get all over the place. But they come like sealed. You just push it in and it breaks the seal. And then the ink trickles into the bristles. And you're good to go. Just pop it in, and when you screw it, it punctures the vial, and the ink slowly flows through the brush. And like I say, you can go through them pretty fast. I always use it for just these like big black areas in my drawings. So I probably go through them faster than other people, but it still lasts a good chunk of time. I also have two of these pens because my one problem with them, they both actually look in pretty good shape right now. I can see it here. I don't know if you can, but it's not. It's a little frayed at the end. That's my main problem with them. I bought the second one because the tip of this was a little frayed and it was hard to get it as fine as I needed sometimes. But And then it happened with the newer one too. But you know, if you're not afraid to get your hands dirty once in a while, you can kind of like wrestle that out of the tip for at least a little bit. I probably don't take great care of it or use it right or something. So I'm probably a little rough on it because I'm kind of a Neanderthal. I'm kind of a slob with how I ink sometimes. Because I'm doing a lot of this with it, you know. Maybe that's it. But also, you can, you know, you can kind of like finagle how you're holding it if you need something specific. And you can make it work, even when it's frayed like that, usually. Like I said at the start of this, drawing stuff, the best thing you can do is give yourself permission to throw down mistakes, because you can always fix them one way or another. All right, I'm not even going to bother erasing the pencil on that's left on this. I'm just going to go finish that laundry and get my butt down to my brother's place. Can't wait to share this comic with you. So that'll happen. Look at me, I'm a captain. So anyway, be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like this sort of nonsense. And if you don't, you know, plant a gun on me and call the police. I'm still trying to get tea out of this. There's no tea to be had. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Check out the links that I put in the description. If you don't see a link now, it's probably because you're on Twitch. And if you're on Twitch, the links will be there momentarily after I end the broadcast. I put them on all my videos. There's a link tree where you can buy some stuff with my little cartoony pictures on it. There's my YouTube channel, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Instagram, TikTok, all that nonsense. You know what kind of stuff that people have. Check it out. Anyway, I'm out of here. Be good to your mother and don't swear too much. It'll break her heart. Goodbye, everybody. I love you.